Hello, David Abingdon here, and glad to see that you made the choice to view video 1 in this free training series on becoming an expert consultant, coach and deal maker. Now this series will tell you everything that you need to know to launch your career as a recognized and authoritative business consultant, coach and deal maker. And the first thing that I want you to know before I say absolutely anything else is this. This isn't for everyone. What's revealed in this free video series is not for those people who lack ambition or are unwilling to learn new concepts or skills, or indeed are unprepared to get out and to take action. No. Instead, this is for you if you've got a driving need and desire for success in your life. It's for you if you're looking for an opportunity that is in demand regardless of the state of the economy. And it's for you if you want something more, something exciting and something that gives you a fast track to business success. If that's you, then you can proceed with 100% certainty and confidence that the powerful business methods, strategies and techniques that I'm going to detail in this series of training videos is something that you can do. It's something that will work for you. It's something that is within your capabilities. I want you to go into this video experience with a confidence from the beginning of knowing that when you get to the end, you'll already have taken that important first step. So what I'm going to tell you about here will be well worth your time, and I firmly believe that everyone watching this video will therefore have what it takes to pick up these tools and transform them into financial success. Now, how do I know that? How do I know that my business consultancy system will work for just about anyone? Well, there's 3 reasons. Number 1, I use this system to make myself a success, and I'm a nobody who is not that very different or very special from you. 2, my business success systems have already launched the careers of hundreds of other successful business consultants and deal makers around the world, and you're going to meet some of these later on in these videos. And 3, the system is step by step, leaves nothing to chance, and only requires that you follow the logical and clearly laid out path and directions for you to start from point 0 to actually generating and landing your first client and getting your first paycheck. Now, you know the old saying, you can't argue with success. Well, I know that this system is a success because I've already proven it. And more importantly, hundreds of others have duplicated what I have done with similar results. Now it's your turn. So let's not waste any more time, because there's so much I need to tell you about the business opportunity that you're about to learn about as we move through this video series. I'm sure that you're already aware of the broad outline of what we do here at Alchemy. In a nutshell, we are business consultants. So what is a business consultant? Well, maybe you've already got an idea, but in our case, a business consultant is a person who can help other small, medium, and even large businesses earn more money. It's as simple as that. And when you help another business make more money, then by using my system, you collect a percentage, and that's your fee for your valuable service. So right out of the gate, you can see that you'll be offering a product for which there is already a tremendous demand. See, all businesses want to make more money, and helping them to do that is your product. Let me say that again. Helping people to make more money is your product. And who wouldn't want that product? Now, what this means is that there's already a universal and all but unlimited demand for what you'll have to offer. And furthermore, once you get your career rolling and become known as an expert in your field, something that I'm going to show you exactly how to do, then the demand for what you do will explode. After leveraging your first successful consulting client using this system and collecting your first fees, the next clients that follow get easier and easier. And that's because word spreads fast. When you become recognized as the person who delivers, who can make things happen, who helps other people to make more money, people will be beating a path to your door. Now, in the UK and Ireland, there are more than 4.7 million businesses alone, and a hefty percentage of them are in a constant state of asking themselves, how can we make more money? How can we bolster our bottom line? What can we do to gain more profit? And for many of these businesses, these questions are urgent. You see, in these harsh economic times, let's face it, a lot of businesses are struggling. Some of them are barely hanging on, and many businesses are teetering on going over the edge. As a business consultant who's an expert in increasing more profits and making more money, you're the person, exactly the person, that they will want to see walking through their door. Sometimes they don't even know it, but hey, I'll show you how to gain their attention and, more importantly, their interest. Now, here's a quick method that you can try out just to prove this very point. Just go out and ask a local friendly business owner the following. You know how hard it is to conduct business and make money in these difficult economic times? Well, if there were methods available to not only survive but thrive, regardless of the state of the economy, would you want to know about them? Now, you can answer that one now, can't you? You already know what they're going to say. They'll say yes. But you know, it isn't just struggling businesses. Successful business models are constantly on the hunt for more profits too. Now, let's consider something at this point. Simply put, there are just 7 ways, to boost revenue and grow profits, and we call them the 7 alchemy keys to growing a business. Number 1 is increase the number of leads and inquiries coming into the business. Number 2, increase the conversion rate of those leads and inquiries. Number 3, increase the value, the average value of each sale. Number 4, increase the average number of times a customer buys. Number 5, increase the average profit margin. Number 6, increase the average number of years a customer buys and stays loyal. And finally, number 7, increase the average number of referrals that you get. Now, each of these keys alone will grow a business. But imagine what happens when you work on all of them at the same time. You get explosive, exponential growth because each alchemy key multiplies the next to enormous effect. Now, in video 4 of this series, I'm going to tell you how you can acquire an encyclopedia of over 440 powerful, proven and time-tested strategies, techniques and methods. It's broken up into sections, each one dedicated to each of those keys. Now, for instance, there's 120 of them just devoted to generating more leads, 63 to boosting conversion, and 53 to increase the average sales value, and more. You simply apply the most appropriate strategy to each of the 7 keys, and this will massively generate more customers, more sales, more revenues, and more profits for just about any business. Now, as part of our step-by-step system, we ask the business owner for their current alchemy key statistics. Now, we've got a questionnaire for doing this, and it's called the Business Growth Analysis. What we want to do is to get a snapshot of the business in respect of each key. For example, how many leads on average do they get each month? What's their current conversion rate? What is the average value of each sale, and more? Then we get their input and we ask, look, with focused effort and massive resources at my disposal, what increase do you think that we could generate for you on each of these keys? Just take a look at how incredibly powerful this approach can be for you. Now, let's say that we're working with a client. It could be a legal practice, an office and stationery supplier, a retail store, a home improvements company, in fact, just about any business or any industry that you can think of. Now, let's say that this business is producing an average of 100 new business leads from different sources each month. And this is where you enter the picture, because you're going to help the business to implement one or several growth strategies from the encyclopedia and generate an extra 20 leads, say. So now they're receiving 120 leads per month. If their conversion rate, that is the number of leads that they turn into sales, remains the same, then you've just increased their income by 20%. Now, you see how simple that is? Yeah, powerful. Next, we look at the conversion of leads to sales ratio. Let's say that they're currently turning 25% of the leads into sales. And on 100 leads, that's 25 sales. But wait, and this is where it gets interesting. They now have 120 leads, so that's 30 sales. Using our encyclopedia, you choose just a few suitable strategies for their industry from the 63 different methods we provide to increase conversion. Now, implementing these takes their conversion rate from 25 to 30%. Let's not be too over optimistic. But that's 30% of 120 leads, not 100, but 120. One has multiplied the other. Again, simple but powerful. Then we do the same with each of the other keys. The result, the knock-on effect, is just plain staggering. Frankly, it impresses the most skeptical of prospects and clients. We even have a calculator that you can use on your iPad or other device or laptop, and this makes it super easy for you to show your clients in clear, easy to understand numbers the potential benefit you bring to the table. Benefits they'll get excited about, and they will want them. Now all you do is to use the calculator to enter the new figures and it calculates the increase in each key. The end figure is dramatic, sometimes even astounding. And yet it's also indisputable because the client is volunteering his or her own figures. Next, we continue with the process of keying numbers into the calculator, asking the business owner what effect they feel that working with us can deliver for them. With each figure that's entered, the Alchemy key statistics and the calculator works its magic. Except this isn't magic. These are solid numbers, and you can't argue with numbers. The result is a marvelously satisfying and rapport-building exercise between you and the client. Calculating potential growth factors and demonstrating it all with easy-to-read and understand numbers is just incredibly powerful. It's like your solid proof of the pudding moment. It builds your credibility and your expertise. Best of all, it really lights a fire under your client, and it makes them want to move forward. It makes them want to engage your services to make it all happen for them. Now, incidentally, this is something we'll look at in more detail in the next video, building your credibility and bolstering your image as a true expert who can solve problems and get results. Again, the drive to increase sales, customers, business, and profits is universal. And that means that whether a business is struggling, moderately successful, or already doing well, what you have to offer is in demand right now. You might be wondering if some of your clients might be struggling businesses, barely keeping their heads above water. How can they afford to pay you? Well, this is actually one of the success principles that will enable you to make more money than you probably ever had before. You see, in most cases, you'll be taking a percentage of the new money that you help your clients to make. To be a successful business consultant, you've got to stop thinking in terms of getting paid your wage or getting paid by the hour. Rather, you've got to start thinking in terms of getting paid in significant percentages of the wealth that you generate for others. There are only so many hours in the day, and even if you're earning £100 or £200 an hour, there's still a limit to what you can earn. You can't work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But when you change your thinking, change the way that you look at how wealth is generated, enormous opportunities are possible. You can even earn money when you're not actually working. Let me explain. As a business consultant, you'll be helping other businesses find ways to generate more profits. And in exchange for your skill and consulting advice, you'll earn a percentage of those profits. Now, just by way of example, if, say, you help a car dealer to make an extra £1 million, you might name 10% of that as your fee. That's £100,000. You can also set deals where you get a cut of future profits as well, so that if that same car dealer continues to use the methods and techniques provided by you and your expertise, and they continue to earn money, then you will continue or should continue to earn money as well, even though you've moved on. And that's called cumulative wealth. Now, a graduate of my Alchemy program, Carl Allen, is a classic example. His first client was a Porsche dealer, and he ended up helping them to earn hundreds of thousands of pounds in more profits. And for his fee, he asked for a percentage of just the money that resulted from his efforts. Now, not only that, as partial payment, they even gave him a new Porsche Cayenne. Now, how did he do it? Carl used the methods and techniques that he learned from using these step-by-step techniques. And in this case, Carl applied his newly acquired Alchemy mindset and toolbox and noticed that the local Porsche dealership wasn't doing as well as it could on customer follow-up. Hey, nothing new about that with car dealers, right? Now, he walked around the showroom and inquired about buying a car. Now, remembering one of the Alchemy consulting tools, which is called the Alchemy Primary Checklist, He walked around identifying the low-hanging fruit. He mentally ticked off all of the things from that list that they were not doing very well or could do much better. When he got home, he wrote a letter to the dealer principal, the man in charge, explaining that he had visited with a view of buying a car. And he went on to explain how they could improve and how they were leaving lots of money just lying on the table. They were so impressed that they quickly arranged a meeting, and within 3 months, Carl had used his new Alchemy skills and techniques contained within our system to increase their business. He generated a lot of new sales for the dealership and thereby dramatically increased their profits and their revenue. He got paid generously and was presented with the Cayenne. But you know, there's a little postscript to this, because within 12 months, Carl built the business further and earned a lot more in fees, plus another Porsche for his wife. Using the system, you'll learn how to emulate all that Carl did. Now, as previously mentioned, finding clients is not going to be a problem, but it's understandable that you might still be wondering about how to go about attracting your first clients and then convincing them that they need you. Keep in mind that all you need is just one to get started, and that the potential earnings from your first client might land you more cash than you made in your previous year. It happens all the time. But I also wanted to make sure that finding clients and convincing them to take you on as a business consultant is not seen by you as a trial and error process. Long experience has shown me all the mistakes that can be made, and so how to avoid them. My program tells you where all the bumps are, the craters, the pitfalls in the road, so that you can easily swerve around them and avoid falling in. I don't want to leave anything to chance, no surprises or hidden problems that might trip you up in your success. And that's why we include a process for not only finding prospective clients, but then for qualifying them. And by qualifying them, I mean making sure that you don't waste your time with potential clients that are only just that, potential clients, not paying ones. To be truly successful, you need good paying clients that will generate cash for you as fast as possible. Thus, you need an array of powerful tools designed to find clients fast, qualify them as good paying customers, provide you with a template of action for each client, step-by-step instructions on how to bolster their bottom lines, an implementation plan, set up your fee structure and payment schedule, show you how to get long-term ongoing income from each client you serve. Let me briefly give you some examples. When you use our powerful qualifying questionnaire tool to identify clients for you, and your foot is in the door, so to speak, you'll have everything that you need to present your case to those clients. Now, one of the ways that we do this is with a tried and tested checklist of selected questions that will easily help you to identify money-making opportunities for the client. We call it the business assessment. Now, this may be any number of factors that you need to be asking, and would include these things. Can the client benefit from a joint venture with another nearby non-competing business? By the way, that's one of Carl Allen's dealership strategies that he used. Are there ways for your client to bring added value to what they're already selling? Are they using the 7 Alchemy keys to grow a business? Can you identify opportunities where the client should be but isn't upselling? Can you identify areas where the client can be cross-selling but is failing to capitalize on the process? What assets does the client have right now that are being underutilized? What lists of past customers and prospective customers do they have that can be leveraged? Is the client sitting on too much inventory which could be converted quickly into cash? Is the client paying too much for warehouse space for products that should be moved out and sold for quick money? Can they or should they be exploiting a niche market? Can you put into place fast cash strategies? And many more. The point is to make it easy for you to identify key areas, proven to work, proven to get sagging businesses going again, helping them to generate cash for the bottom line and momentum for future growth. You know, it's amazing. I think the majority of those that have already become successful consultants and deal makers using our methods say that making a lot of money for what they do is not the most rewarding aspect of all. Rather, they say it's helping others to make money. It just gives you a good feeling to take a business that might be on the brink of collapse, turning it around and give it a new life as a healthy, profit-making enterprise. People will love you for that. Making money is great, but taking pride in what you do and the thanks and gratitude you obtain from your clients might be the most satisfying feeling of all. Now, speaking of making your clients happy, this leads me to one of the most powerful methods that we have of keeping your business consultancy growing. And I'm talking about the power of referrals. You see, once you generate one happy customer, that customer will almost certainly tell others about you and what you did for them. Success breeds success. Did you know that an enormous percentage of all new business generated today is by referrals? It might surprise you, but it's a fact. More than advertising, more than public relations or special promotions, it's getting one client to tell another potential client how great you are that really makes things take off. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The larger point I want to make is that we leave nothing to chance, and that you'll have all the tools that you need to find paying clients, discover what their needs are, help them to generate new levels of inquiries, cash and profit. Generate your income in the main by taking a percentage of what you help them to achieve. That's what the step-by-step system is all about. I have no doubt that you're already getting at least a general idea of how business consulting works and why it's a fast track to wealth, to making a lot of money in a relatively short period of time. But if you've got any life experience at all, you already know that the devil tends to be in the detail. That is, you might be thinking, well, David, this all sounds good. You make it sound easy. I even catch on to the beauty of your overall idea. I make money because I help others to make money. I keep a percentage of the extra money my clients make, but there must be more to it than that, right? Well, yes. Even in the most simple plans or strategies, there always seems to be a catch, a snag, or a loophole, or some difficult hurdle that someone failed to account for. But keep in mind, what I'm talking about here has already had more than just one test drive. It's had thousands of them. That means we have more than worked out all of the kinks, we've worked out everything. What I'm in a position to do right now is to hand over a complete set of tools, forms, templates, presentations, software, client generators, manuals, videos, web pages, worksheets, step-by-step strategies, everything that you need. Yes, the devil may be in the detail, but you'll have a tool to handle every single one of those details and overcome every single hurdle. It's all taken care of. Nothing is left to chance. When you have all of our tools, you get the benefits of what it took years to prove, develop and perfect in the field. Training is key, but it's also designed to be brief and minimal. When I developed this system, I realized that just about no one has got the time to put their lives or jobs on hold for 6 weeks or 3 months to learn a complex process. What you really need is a powerful plan, a set of tools and easy to follow strategies, which you can pick up and get going with the absolute shortest time from point zero to landing your first client to depositing a sizable consulting fee into your bank account for your services. Through my own experience in working as a business consultant, from the hundreds of others I've trained, all the details have been worked out and systemized. All of the problems have been solved. All of the roadblocks have been surmounted. So what we have here is a modular off-the-shelf system that almost anyone with a small amount of business experience, but regardless of their level of education, can adopt, set in motion, and start making money with right away. Now, you might be anxious to just shut off this video to get started and contact us right away. But I still have got more information that I think you're going to want to know. I really want you to understand why our system works and why it's so powerful. And one of the reasons is that it leverages one of the most incredible marketing philosophies ever developed, and that is position marketing. You must learn to position market yourself. You need a way to position yourself as an expert in your field, as an authority, and to develop the image that makes you known as that go-to guy or girl who knows how to make things happen. And in the next video, I want to discuss more aspects of position marketing, how to create your own image as an expert and as an authority, and how it can be done quickly and easily. I know you're going to enjoy it, and positioning is a critical element of why all of what I'm talking about works. Remember, the next video is free and it's jam-packed with information on how you can master the art of positioning. So watch your emails and inbox for the next video that's coming your way very soon. I'll see you there.